fantasy. His number too high, then I'm probably fading him. He been on the road, he gon' eat up my salary. I hit up by, he gon' lie before lock. Play back to back, then I probably won't pick on the DFS bachelor good as it gets. Bit a few liners and hit me a leg. He had a good game, but it might be a trick. Log in the stack so I know who to pick. Sharing our liners, we all gon' get rich. New to this game, you should come to the page. You might want some cash and get a good laugh. DFS sports, we gon' run up a bag. He heard every game and it's making me mad. You buying your lineups, I think you a cheater. DFS bachelor, he the new leader. Yeah.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Bachelor Pad. I, of course, am your apparently talking over host, the DFS Bachelor. Heard from several sources. I'm going to improve on that tonight. You can best believe that. We're going to go over Sunday, August 2nd's WNBA Fanduel and Draftkings slate. And, of course, when we're talking WNBA, we are talking with my boy, Mr. Dion Boykin, at Dion Boykin1 at Twitter, WNBA DFS analyst for Run Pure Sports. Been on a great run, and that's who is joining us tonight. How you doing, brother? What's going on?
Well, your daughter just tossed my drink.
Damn it. Is she going to refill it? I mean...
Oh, fuck. Nah, I drank most of it, but she just flipped my shit.
Well, I mean, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of having kids. And his daughter, they're so damn cute, and I just love them so much, and that's freaking hysterical. First things first, can I just say to you all, we really appreciate all your support. Man, especially like with NBA going on and MLB sort of going on. There's kind of some weirdness with MLB. But the fact that so many of you still make us a part of your WNBA day, and like, I mean, these contests start at 10 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and so many of you are making us a part of your day. Really appreciate the support, all the love on Twitter, in the comments section. Really, really appreciate all of that. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the team. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Get access to all the content I'm going to do right after this video. I'm going to do an NBA video. I'm going to burn the midnight oil on a Saturday night. Had the family over watching the fights. Very weird UFC night, by the way, with, Trevin Giles passing out on the way to the ring. Just what a burn job. I pretty much got all the fights right, but I also played the two guys that postponed last minute because of COVID and because of passing out. So somehow, getting all the fighters right, I still found a way to lose in MMA tonight, so I'm pretty grateful for that. But hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. You qualify for our weekly PayPal giveaway, $25. We give that away every Monday morning. Be sure to check out Overlay DFS. I got to check my Overlay DFS because I'm pretty sure I hit tonight, but I got to check. I got to double check again. You don't have to be perfect. Check them out. Check out Dion at Run Pure Sports. Articles for WNBA. Just does a great job over there. All we keep doing is winning in WNBA. We're gonna get some right, some wrong, but that's WNBA. It's very inconsistent. If you want my player pool for NBA, Major League Baseball, hockey, which Dion is so gracious enough to help me with, thank God, because my brain I don't think could handle a fifth sport right now, trying to sort everything out. So click that link in the video description below. Draft dashboard, 30 days for $1. Lineup optimizer, mass lineup generator, research tools, my player pool, my PrizePicks. We'll go over that at the end of the video. Enter promo code NDO. N as in Nancy, D as in Dion, O as in Orion. That's the promo code to enter when you're playing my PrizePicks.com. So 3-game slate starts at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So not a lot of time to digest this. So we're going to do our best to get in and out. Title of our sex tape. Let's rock and roll. Book of short stories. Let's do this.
Let's do it, bro.
Let's do it. So,
all right.
Should we just start FanDuel top guards? And I'm not going to talk over you. I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm going to let you finish your damn sentence, so that my family isn't mad at me and Dion's not mad at me. Cheers to you.
Why
all.
would I ever be?
Big cheers
Yeah.
to you all. It's the green beer, the Rolling Rock is clear in the green screen. It's really weird. All right. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. So starting up top, Enrique, even though her price is coming down, I don't think I'm going there because she just, like I said in the last podcast, she hadn't looked herself. And as you can see, still in the last game, struggled a little bit, 21 fantasy points. She has been hitting consistently 20 fantasy points, but that's just not enough when you sitting at 6'5", 7K. So until she looks like herself again, that's just going to always be a GPP play for me. Kennedy Carter, she was good the first game. The next two games came back down to earth, 20 fantasy points. She's still sitting at 6'3". I think that's still a nice price for her. We know the upside for her. And like I said, the last two games, 20 fantasy points. She fouled out in the last game. Just crazy fouls as a rookie, but I think she'll get over that. And not scared of those those Indiana guards right now, especially without Erica Wheeler. So definitely still like that price for her. Skylar Diggins-Smith, this game probably shouldn't even be close, probably won't be close because no Sabrina now that she's out. Man, I think that we called it the last time. I told you that the big three was bound to have a game where they click. So that was nice. I think you can go back to her, but like I said, that game might not even be close. So just GPP for me right now. Got Anisha Laney at 6K. Nah, not going there. I'll go with Tarasi 6K. Like, what is that?
Yeah, well, she's playing the minutes. That's the thing. First three games. Now, Courtney Williams is starting to bring herself back. So I guess that could sort of affect her minutes. But 34, 29, and 35 minutes. Now, she's not going to get another 50 burger. I mean, 48.6. That's fucking stupid. But you could see make the case that Atlanta and Indiana will be closer than Phoenix, New York. Now, I don't think Phoenix has looked all that great, even though they certainly have the more talent. There's no doubt about that. But I think you're right. Yeah, like there isn't unless I'm trying to be super contrarian, where I pay 6K for Betnijah Laney and play her over Diana Taurasi. That's crazy, but I mean, it's been a crazy year. And when we say we won't do this, won't do that, blah blah blah. I mean, we just talked about it last night in the video. We said, fuck Krista Dangerfield, blah blah blah. And then we go, yeah. Well, next thing you know, she's gonna go off. And then what happened? She starts tonight and she goes off. So, yeah. Yeah.
Man, but yeah, I'd rather just go ahead and go to Diana Taurasi. We know that she can still get you there. After that, Bria Hartley, just a tournament play. She's starting to go up in price. Playing good minutes, but not playing that price for a bench player. Just go to Laisha Clarendon at 5'6". She's definitely going to have to play big minutes now with Sabrina out with the injury. 30, 25, 25, pretty good. And she's 5'6", so she only went up $400 in price. I really like that price for her as well tomorrow. After that, man, Courtney Williams, we're not really looking at right now. She still got to get back into game shape. Kelsey Mitchell was always a GPP play for me. I will say this. They dropped the price for Alicia Gray, and we'll talk about that later. But other than that, the Mitchell, they're just GPP plays, so yeah, that's it.
I mean, I actually don't mind the price for either. I like that Kelsey Mitchell's mid-fives. I think I can get down with that. Alicia Gray, and we talked about this, you cannot trust a single fucking player for Dallas, and it's not because the players aren't good, it's because the coach is a fucking idiot. So Agler is the biggest douchebag in all of WNBA right now. I can't stand Brian Agler. But Alicia Gray has played... So even that first game where she went off, that's because she played 19 minutes in that game, and she got a 34.6. The next game, she played 10 minutes. The last game, she played 8 minutes. I don't know on what universe we can trust the minutes for Alicia Gray, but the upside is there at... 5K. So let's go to DraftKings. You got Arika at 10-1. I do like the matchup against Vegas. Right now, in the small sample size this season, Vegas has allowed the most fantasy points to opposing guards. So I will say
Mm-hmm.
that. The problem is, again, it's Dallas, and Vegas is probably going to beat the brakes off of them. Uh, the deal is, though, she's played over 30 minutes in each of the first 3 games. The fewest amount of shots she's attempted is 18. She's 7 of 21, 8 of 15, and 5 of 22. So the usage is there. She just hasn't hit her shot yet. The Vegas guards aren't all that great defensively. Kayla McBride, Jackie Young. Apparently, Lindsay Allen's not playing anymore. Who's the other damn guard for Vegas?
Well,
Uh,
Lindsay Allen, she'll be back.
oh, Lindsay Allen will be back. Yeah. Why was she out the last game? Danielle Robinson. Like, none of
It-
these teams are that great.
yeah, it was a false positive
Oh,
convoy test, so she had to sit out and wait for another test to come back, and
right.
it came back, and
So,
she's cleared to play again.
so I'll give Arika that, and I think she'll be super low owned. In fairness. Then you got Tarasi, Courtney Williams at 8,800. Dion just touched on this. She's still working her way into game shape, so I don't think that's someone you can play just yet. It's hard for me to pay 8,600 for Lachia Clarendon. I'll probably go to the 8,400 for Skylar Diggins Smith. I don't think New York has anyone who can deal with her. I think that's a nice price for her. No, Chelsea Gray let us down in that price range tonight. Window liquor of the night in the WNBA is Chelsea Gray. You can go fuck yourself. And yeah, we'll move on from that. Everything else above 7K, like I guess the 7-4 for Kayla McBride. She was definitely better in the last game.
Mhm.
Still hasn't cracked that 30-minute mark, and that was a close game against Phoenix. So I still do think there's something bothering her. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I don't know if maybe you know. Uh, Look, I don't know. For me, there's not a lot above 7K on DraftKings. Like, I'm not comfortable paying the 9K for Diana Taurasi. I guess that's probably where I'd go. Kennedy Carter, 9-2 against Indiana.
Mhm.
I suppose is probably where I'd go. But still, even look at I know she had the huge first game, but the last 2 games against Vegas and New York, 21 and 21 and a half. Is that worth 9,200? No, thank you. I'll pass on that. So, uh, I guess for me, shit, it's probably I'll take the minutes. Minutes equals opportunity. I'll take the minutes of Arika and probably Kelsey Mitchell at
Mhm.
8-7, Tiffany Mitchell at 7-9, and maybe a dart throw on Kayla McBride. We know Dallas can't stop anybody in the backcourt. We've seen backcourts go off on Dallas, so that's probably where I'm at on
Yeah.
DraftKings. On the top price guards. Let's go guards. Fanduel 5K and under. We should mention for New
Like
York real quick. I'm sorry. God damn it! I just cut you off. Son of a bitch. I was trying not to do that the whole damn video. But I do want to make a note that Kia Nurse is out and Sabrina Ionescu is out, so they're going to be thin in the backcourt for New York. So some opportunity. Just that's why Lachia Clarendon normally would not be a play at 5-6, but she is right now. That's why. So
Yep, yep. Very good. But yeah, like you said about Alicia Gray, 5K. That's definitely a solid GPP tournament play. But like you said, man, can't really trust them. Trust the minutes. So she gotta get hot. She gotta get going. Kelly McBride at 4-8. Like you said, I can definitely go there. Slow. And I think pretty soon we see that big game come from her where she's just feeling really good. And like I was telling Bash, these women have an advantage because they'll play, uh, well, the ones that play today have the advantage. They'll play today and then they'll have Sunday and Monday off to rest. So when those players come back to play, they'll be more than ready. But I guess we'll just keep on playing her in GPPs and wait and see. Danielle Robinson, she's back. She's probably back to the bench. Even in the 28 minutes, she gave you 9 fantasy points if you played her. So that was not worth it.
no, doesn't mean she can't
Uh,
do it. She's very capable of getting 30. She really is, but with
You want to
Lindsay.
talk about?
Oh, fucking. I do. The fucking Julie Alamon thing really pisses me off. And, here's the thing. I played her every fucking slate. I talked about her, just all of it. And then finally, I'm like, you know what? Okay, I can't deal with this Indiana bullshit in the backcourt. I'm not gonna do it. I'll just play Tiffany Mitchell, and I know the ups and downs of that, but at least I won't be pissed off. At least I won't lose. Like, at my age, you got to take hair vitamins to keep your hairline. It runs in my family, balding. So I'm taking all these goddamn vitamins, doing all this shit, and then Julie Alamon has to burn me. And then the first time I don't play her, she goes off for fucking 30, and I'm really pissed off about it. I am. I'm not happy about it. Jewel Lloyd tonight. You know how mad I am that Jewel Lloyd and Crystal Dangerfield went off tonight? I don't know if I can put that into words. Like, it's wrong. It's wrong. It is wrong. Anyways, but she's a great price. You got to play her. She's going to play the minutes, too.
Yeah, yeah. Other than that, Jackie Young, GBP play. She got the upside. She definitely has the upside. Last year, 29, 17, 29. But, and all of those were roughly around 24 minutes. So she's seeing decent minutes now. She saw a decline in minutes last game, but I think that was because Kevin McBride was just feeling it. She should have definitely been in the game over Danielle Robinson, who was doing absolutely shit.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess we just. I keep saying it.
Shaquem Strickland, right? I did it again. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Son of a bitch.
No, you good. But yeah, Ty Harris, don't sleep on her. She's been decent the last couple games. All it takes is one, and if Arika is gonna keep struggling like she is, then Ty is gonna be the one to see those minutes while she's struggling. So definitely like that. You saw the last game she played 25 minutes. So it's just up and down with her. But yeah, like that. But like you said, where's Strickland at 4-1? You seen her 31 minutes last game. I expect to see her minutes go up with Courtney Williams working her way back in. I told y'all last game she feeds off her energy. Like, she didn't get there, but she got really close. And it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. When she finds her shot, she's shooting dependent. When she finds her shot, it's going to be on. Let's see. Other than that, Dietrich, no.
Let me ask you about Jasmine Jones. So without Sabrina, without Kia Nurse, Jasmine Jones for New York.
Man,
I think I'm okay with that. I think she sees extra minutes. Sabrina got hurt. Now listen, it was 2 blocks, 2 steals, 20 points, a great shooting night. So in 20 minutes, I don't think you're going to expect a point and a half a minute like she just did in the last game. But I think she's certainly a front runner to possibly start and to certainly see extra minutes against an aging Phoenix backcourt. You got Skylar Diggins-Smith coming off, who's starting to get a little bit better, but defensively, no. Coming off having a baby and a year off. You have Diana Taurasi, who's as old as I am. Okay? So, let me tell you, when I go out and play on the court, my defense is not the same as it was 10 years ago. I can promise you that. So, I think Jasmine Jones at 3-7 could be somewhere you go.
Yeah, definitely. We saw Sophie Cunningham start last game, too, at 3-4. But like you said, I think you can really just go Jasmine Jones and just stick with the higher upside there because she'll definitely play way more minutes.
Yeah, that's kind of nonsense. The Phoenix thing, the Diggins-Smith, Taurasi, Bria Hartley thing. Bria Hartley's been a pleasant surprise, no doubt about it. She's put up some big games, but you can't trust her. And I can't do the Sophie Cunningham thing. Unless Taurasi or Diggins-Smith is out, then I'll consider it. That's the only way. And still then, I mean, we saw it last year. She'd play 30 minutes and get you like 7 fantasy points. Anything else? Value guard on FanDuel?
Oh, no, I'm done, bro. Go ahead. Take it away.
All right. See, goddamn, I've already cut you off twice. Leave a comment. Comment with the with the minute that I cut him off. Tell me how much of an asshole I am. I don't mean to be. It's truly not on purpose. But there we go. So then we start with Mariah Jefferson, and it's like, why is Mariah Jefferson playing more minutes than Alicia Gray? Like, I get it, she's a solid player, but at least pretend you're trying to win if you're Dallas. Like Brian Agler, God, ugh. Willoughby, 6'8". I could go there. She made me money on that last late. Julie Allemans at 6'6". So at least we're seeing the upside. Now, again, I'm going to repeat this. There is not a single player in the WNBA besides DeWanna Bonner, which we saw again tonight, who is safe. The rest of them are inconsistent. They can get you a 5 or they can get you some of it. DeWanna Bonner is the only one you can really trust. But I do like that price for Allemans at 6'6". You talked about the minutes for Shakina Strickland. And then you got Jasmine Jones at 6'3". I could certainly go there. You talked about Taya Harris for Dallas. If you want to play a Dallas player, again, I don't play Dallas players. The only one I'll consider on the slate is Arika on Fanduel because I think her price is cheap enough where she could get 45 and smash value.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess if Lindsay Allen's back at 5'5", but I'm not real interested in that. No, that's it. So for me, as low as I'm going is probably, I guess Taya Harris at 6'1", but I think I'll focus more on Jasmine Jones with Sabrina and Kia Nurse both out at 6'3". Again, you can follow us on Twitter at DFS Bachelor, at DionBoykin1. Sometimes I'm not going to always be there to give the WNBA news. Dion will be, and maybe vice versa, although he's really good at not taking days off. I'm more bad at that because I got to do shit for 5 sports. My brain is melting. I'm getting old, dude. I'm getting old.
You do way more than I do.
So let's go forwards where the money's at. Up top, above 5K.
All right. Starting up top, man. Asia Wilson has been playing really well, averaging about 40 fantasy points a game. This Dallas team, we know. Come on now, we know they don't scare us. They don't. Last year, 32, but that was with Cambage on the court. If you look at the year before that, she had a 31, a 64, and a 56. Come on.
And that was against Cambage, right? Because Cambage was on Dallas that year, so it kind of gives you some perspective on that.
Oh, I don't care who it is, it's over with. I love that. Right up under her, Grinders, like I said, this game should not be even close. She has 60, literally almost 70 fantasy point upside versus this team. And that's what Tina Charles.
Yeah. Grinder's been scaring me a little bit. She came back to form the last couple games, I suppose, but still hasn't been that big, dominant 55-point Brittany Griner game. I'm waiting for that. I worry about the blowout tomorrow. Although New York, remember? Look, Seattle, we thought that against Seattle the first game, and New York hung tough. Now, again, they don't have Sabrina tomorrow, so that is a concern. But, Clarendon and the other young players on that team could certainly bring it around. And then after that, I'll let you take this away. Elizabeth Williams, Price. McCautry.
2. Really? Like, why? I get it. She's been playing good. She's been playing well.
She's the best player on the team right now.
Yeah, she has been playing well. So I don't hate it. I'm not gonna tell you no if you ask me if you should play her. I'm not gonna tell you no. Yeah. But I like you said, Angel McCautry. I just go to Angel McCautry. Even with that, like, come on, 7K. She's still damn near 30 fantasy points a game. Yes, Dallas don't scare us. Again, Dallas don't scare us. They just been leaking fantasy points to everywhere. Right. I said it, man. Candace Dupree has been playing well. Now that Doug game is coming, but as long as she's playing pretty well, but that 6A price is just not for what she's done in between that 43-point fantasy game.
1,000 cheaper, yes. I'll slam her into one. not a wall, not a bed frame, but the lineup. She's married. I think isn't she married to DeWanna Bonner? It felt weird the last Phoenix game because we didn't talk about the marriage game where we're like, hey, which one's in trouble at home? It's Dupree and DeWanna Bonner, right? Who are married? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was Griner and Glory Johnson who were gonna get married but stood her up at the altar or something like that. Something crazy. They cheated on her and all that. Oh God, I love that. What other league can you get that? Come on. I mean, that's beautiful.
Right.
All right, I'm done. I digress. I didn't cut you off that time to say that. So in fairness,
no, you did. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
So after that, Monique Billings, she's been playing well. Again, you saw her. Still, she came back down to earth at 6'4", 31 fantasy points. She did play well, but man, I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time for Gloria Johnson. She's been there a lot longer than Courtney Williams, so you got to remember that she's probably almost really ready to be back in the game shape, and I think she just held out to just get back on the court with Courtney Williams. Yeah. So, man, you gonna see as she gonna come all the way back down to earth, especially with her back. 6'3" for Hamby. The only reason why I can justify playing that in tournaments is because if the game does get out of hand, she's gonna be one of the players that's gonna stay on the floor. Right. Like I did notice that she is gonna be one of the players that stay on the floor. Okay. They raised Sabali's price 1,000. They finally raised her price after that 50-point game versus Indiana. This should be a tougher matchup for her. Yeah. You know. And at 6K, I'm gonna wait and see at that price. So if you beat me with her tomorrow, you just beat me with her. But I'm gonna have to wait and see. Like, I love the 50-point game, but it was versus Indiana. Like, this is Asia Wilson we talking about.
Angel McCautry, De'Erica Hamby, Carolyn Swords who can defend. Yeah.
After that,
my favorite price range. Look at this. Look at these two players at 5'7" and 5'5". Come on.
We already know. We talked about it before the pod. But I was telling him she's probably going to be about 60, maybe 70. I don't think she's going to be 100% on tomorrow. Let's just say that. Okay. I don't think she's going to be 100% on.
Well, if I may. So Natalie Khan was out. For those of you who don't know, it doesn't necessarily as of this recording at 1 p.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Eastern, excuse me. Natalie Conwa is out, but she's not showing out on Fanduel. Before the last game against Phoenix, her second to last game against Phoenix, we talked about it. She'd be in the lineup. She scored a bunch of points. She did. Then the last game, she puts up 8. Natalie Akon was out tomorrow. Tiara McCowan should feast, and she's 5,500. I'm worried she's going to be fucking 95% owned. But I've been pleasantly surprised. Even when we talk about players like you've got to lock that in, I'm seeing their ownership. And so apparently people think we're dumber than we think they think we are, if that makes sense. We think that they think we're smart, but apparently they don't because the ownership's lower. And the people that do play the players we play, we're getting some great screenshots all over the place where they're winning tons of money. Tiara McCowan's a fucking lock. What about Zowie B at 5'7"? Tell me about that against Phoenix.
Yeah, I like that. She's going to have to see a lot of minutes. It's the only person that's going to be able to guard Brittany Griner. So last year, 4 fouls. The year before that, 4 fouls. She don't really foul out versus this team, so that's good to know. But, yeah, she's going to have to play a ton of minutes. That's the only other person that I can see right now at the moment without, just really digging deep into it.
Yeah.
You
can't play Glory Johnson or Kayla Thornton, obviously. No. Kia Stokes, I guess, but that's a tough matchup against Griner. And then Brianna. I'm just going to the 5K range right there, so I'm trying to see if there's anything that I want to ask you about. Brianna Turner against New York, what do you think?
Yeah, she's been playing well. She's been almost consistent. 2 out of 3 games, she's gone over 25 fantasy points. So I don't hate that at all.
Okay.
Kia Stokes might surprise some people. She burned some people the last couple games.
Is there much value? Do you want to just go the rest of the way through Fanduel, and I'll do it on DraftKings too? Because there's not. It seems like a big drop off from like Brianna Turner at 5K. Then it's like Astu Indoor, which is a big hard no. Trust me, heard that plenty of times. Natalie Conwa's out. Then it's Nia Coffey and Jocelyn Willoughby. Like Nia Coffey's a hard no, even if she starts, right? Jocelyn Willoughby, don't mind that play. It's a tough defensive matchup against Phoenix.
Listen, she won me so much money being 11% on, and I can just enjoy all of that goodness she did. Just, oh man, I was loving it. I was loving it. So yeah, you can definitely go back there. Shook. I mean, it's a lot of players for this team that's gonna have to see tomorrow. Shook. Probably gonna have to see minutes. You know, that would be again gets into foul trouble early. Boom, Shook off the bench. So, I think you can go back there, especially if Kia Nurse is going to miss that game. Then yeah, Odom didn't really do much, man, and she's played some good minutes, and she just hasn't done much. So I'm probably not going there. Brittany Brewer, no.
That's misleading, right? That Brittany Brewer thing. She played one time in the second game, and she got like 4 blocks, right?
Yeah.
So that's misleading. She says averaging 19.2 fantasy points per game, but she only played in one fucking game. So, okay. She didn't even play the last game. After she played well in the middle game, she didn't play the last game.
Yeah, she literally had 1 point, 1 rebound, 4 blocks, and 2 steals.
Yeah, no, it's not happening again. Come on. She got 18 points on blocks and steals on FanDuel. Come on, that's not happening again.
You got your homegirl sitting down at 3,500.
Are you talking about Stephanie Mavunga? Because, goddamn it, I can't do that. But I will say she'll probably get more minutes tomorrow. Especially if... without Natalie Akonwa, they might go small ball. Atlanta's not the biggest. I mean, they have Billings and Liz Williams, but after that, on the bench, not really. So I don't think Mavunga's out of the question. Unfortunately, it kind of pisses me off to say that, but it's true.
Yeah, I told y'all, man. Carolyn Sword does nothing versus Phoenix. Y'all all asked me if y'all was a player. I told you no. 9 fucking fantasy points. I mean, I get it was 3-2, but nah, I told you, just pass on that. She does absolutely nothing. Now, versus this Dallas team, that's a whole nother story. 21, 26. When she got minutes, she got 19 minutes, got 21 fantasy points, 34 minutes, got 26 fantasy points. Yes, I love that tomorrow for value. Because everybody going to face.
Yeah, and look at the minutes. 18, 20, and 19 at 3-2. Yep. All you need is a little bit of luck. Listen, playing DFS, betting on sports, everything else, you need a little bit of luck. Carolyn Swords, you could. I'd rather pay 3-2 for Carolyn Swords than fucking 4-2 for Kia Vaughn. I can tell you that.
Yeah. And here's the thing. We know Enrique loves to drive the ball. All Carolyn Swords has to do is fall into 2 blocks. And boom, you there. You halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she could get a couple blocks tomorrow. No lie. So, yeah, might be another Swords day.
Okay, I got one more question before I go over to DraftKings and do the forwards there.
Let's go.
Do we finally see the debut of Lauren Cox tomorrow? Number 3 pick in the draft? Without Natalia Akonwa at minimum salary?
Bro, we just might see that. She's not showing up on the joint. That's why, because I'm looking at something else. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Look, I know she's eligible to play, and there's no Akonwa. She's the number 3 pick in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are we not going to give her any fucking minutes when Akonwa's out? She's been healthy now. She's been out of the quarantine thing. Look, I'm not saying rush her in, but I'm saying if you're playing 50 lineups, 20 lineups, throw Lauren Cox in one and see what happens. If she gets a 0, I don't want to hear you bitch. I'm warning you now. She could very well get a 0. But if she gets, if they just throw her out there for 15 minutes, she could very well get a 25. She's a very
But here's
talented player.
if you build in a line with a 3K player that gets you a 0 and you bitch about it, you fucked up. Don't blame me because she 3K. That can't hurt you. You better build the super line. Like, don't bullshit with that line. Like, actually put some thought into it. You fucked that money up because that 3K price is not gonna hurt you.
Yeah. I'm just saying the stars seem to be aligned. Like, Lauren Cox is going to have a big game this year. She is one of the best young players this league has to offer. She was drafted third overall, and if it wasn't for that COVID stuff early on with and all the quarantine stuff, she probably would already be a part of that rotation. Now with
Yeah.
Natalie Akon was sitting out, it feels like the stars are aligning for her to make her debut. Is all I'm going to say. I don't know what the hell is going to happen, but I know I'm a gambling man, and I know that scared money doesn't make money, and I think it's worth a shot. Now, if you're only making one lineup and you're putting in a ton of shit, would I throw Lauren Cox in there? Of course not. But I will consider that at minimum salary in a lineup or two in tournaments on Fanduel. At minimum, I just will. All right, let's go to DraftKings real briefly. I'll cover all the forwards here. I think we covered it pretty well there. But let's just look at some pricing. So Sabali's the third most expensive forward on DraftKings at 10-3. I'm not going there. That's not going to happen. Asia Wilson at 10-8. Griner at 11-2. I'll have some exposure there. McCautry at 9-7. Maybe. You know what's interesting is Dallas, and they kind of did this last year too. They're number one so far, early sample size, in allowing fantasy points to opposing forwards. I think that's been because their defense in the backcourt is so bad that other teams have not. I think tomorrow that number changes because I do think McCautry and Wilson are in line for a decent game as long as that game stays relatively competitive. Tierra McCowan at 8-3 is the best forward play on the slate. Just going to say that right now. Zowie B at 8K, I could go there. You would not believe this unless you saw it with your own eyes. Phoenix has allowed the most fantasy points to opposing frontcourt players so far early in the season. Brittany Griner's a decent defender. She can get herself in foul trouble. Brianna Turner and the rest of them, Nia Coffey, they're not. So I think there's some upside to Zowie B at 8K. We've seen her have 50-point outings.
That's what it is. Griner's getting into foul trouble early, so that's why it's so terrible because she's having to sit half the game.
Makes sense. Makes sense to me. You got Brianna Turner at 7-1, Kia Stokes at 7-2. I'm meh on that on DraftKings. I do think you start to see some more minutes from Glory Johnson, possibly. I know she played limited minutes her first game back. She's at 6'2". We know this is, she only played, 7.5, 8 minutes that first game. Maybe she could see some more. Again, that's another just deep tournament type play. Lauren Cox is still marked out on DraftKings. She's not out. I know she's with the team, right? She is with the team, and I'm pretty sure she's eligible to play. Let me pull her up real quick. We'll just go off script for a second.
Sent out a tweet about it. So let me see. Pull that up.
It says, as of the 27th, we just have to see if she's eligible, I guess. I'm going to do some more research. I'm telling you, if Lauren Cox is active tomorrow, I think you see 15 minutes out of her. And I think she could hit value, especially on FanDuel at 3K. But she's 4.7 on DraftKings. I don't think that's that bad. Mavunga at 4.7. Can't believe I'm saying it. I would pay 4.7 for Mavunga over 5.6 for Carolyn Swords. I think I would. Maybe. Ugh.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Carolyn Swords is getting the minutes. It's tough. That's tough. There's just nothing really down here on DraftKings as I'm looking at it right now. There's just not. Swords, Kayla Thornton. You can't trust Dallas. For me, if you focus on this 8, Zowie B at 8K and McCowan at 8.3, I think you can build a lineup where you don't have to get super crazy at value forward on DraftKings. All right, we're at 40 minutes. All right, let's go our top three guards. Fanduel, rock and roll.
Okay. Um, so my top three guards, I was just trying to figure that out too, because it's kind of ugly. Because a couple of these games could be blowouts.
Yeah.
Like what the hell? But I'm gonna pick anyway. So I guess I am going to go Carter for a bounce back game. Donna Taurasi, honorable mention. Love that price for her. Um, Yikes. Alicia Gray, sneaky play. And then if I had to go value, I know, right? If I had to go value, like you said, Jasmine Jones,
Yeah.
3,700.
Jasmine Jones, I like that at 3,700.
That's ugly.
It
Pick,
is. It is. This is an ugly slate. This is a fucking ugly slate. Let me just state
pick,
that for the record right now.
pick three FanDuel guards you like.
I'm trying to. I like Julie Allemond. I actually like Arika at 6'5". I think Arika's my favorite guard on both sides. Even though she's overpriced on DraftKings, I think her ownership will be down. I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at the volume. Now, listen, I know she has not been great, and she hasn't put up the numbers. But if you tell me, if before you go into any WNBA slate and you say, hey, your player's going to take 22 shots,
Yeah.
fucking sign me up, because sometimes you get players who play for 2.5 quarters and don't take a damn shot and don't get a damn rebound, and they're priced at 6,500. So fuck yes, I will take Arika at 6,500. I will. 19,
Okay.
18, you know, she's averaging 20 shots a game. I'm sorry. Eventually they're going to start to drop. And so I love that price for Arika at 6.5 on FanDuel. DraftKings, like I said, Arika 10-1. I think it is overpriced. You need her to hit 40.
Mhm.
I think she can get there. I think it's a great matchup. I don't think the Vegas guards are terrible defensively. I think the only way Dallas has a chance of making this game competitive is to have that backcourt dominate the backcourt of Vegas, because the front court of Vegas is too good. So, if you're making your lineup based on Dallas being competitive, Arika is the best player on the slate, really.
Yeah.
Besides maybe Asia Wilson, I guess you could make the argument for. Um, I like Kelsey Mitchell at 8.7, even though I think that's overpriced. But again, I don't love the price on DraftKings tomorrow. And then for value, it's Willoughby, Jacqueline Willoughby at 6.8. And honorable mention for Julie Allemond. But of course, if I play her, she'll fuck up. Jasmine Jones, let's not sleep on that at 6.3 too. New York's got some
Mhm.
value. They're just missing some of their big plays. So if New York, like Phoenix has not been world beaters. They got blown out by LA, and LA is not very good. I think we're seeing that. Uh, right now they're not. So yeah, I think I can get down with that. Top three forwards, FanDuel.
Um, I am going with Griner again. I'm just gonna keep playing until she had that big game that I
Yeah,
wanted to have.
yeah,
Um, McCautry, that's just too easy. And then we know to lock in Terry McCowan.
yeah,
Um, Value, like you said, Jocelyn Willoughby. Also, I know I said I like swords, but Megan Walker. We forgot to talk about her down here at 3K for New York. We know they got like 18 rookies on their squad. So another one saw 13 minutes last game. Um, Keener's still out, then definitely, you know, she might. You never know,
yeah.
because we saw what happened last game.
Sure,
Lil Ben Jackson got hot, so who knows?
I like it. I wish my computer wasn't going so slow right now. I'm making it very frustrating for my brain. Over on DraftKings, I'll take Asia Wilson at 10-8. I do like Griner, of course. My favorite play, of course, is Tierra McCowan. I think it's going to be everyone's. I hope I'm wrong about that. But I'll even if she's like 51 to 58% owned, I'll take it, because I'm going to be 100% on her. So I'm going to try to
Mhm.
differentiate by going way over on the field. I just don't see, the Liz Williams match. It's not like Liz Williams is lighting up the offensive world and going to get her in foul trouble. Tierra McCowan proved last year she could play. She just proved it 2 games ago. She could play against that front corner of Phoenix without getting in foul trouble and put up a huge game That price is just stupid cheap. Zowie B at 8K. And then if I'm going for value, ugh, it's real bad. It's real bad. Jesus. I mean, I'm trying to find a player way down here that I can like see maybe hitting value, and I'm having a hard time. If Megan Walker plays, I guess way down here at 3,300, if we're looking for a deep GPP sleeper, she's almost 3,300 opens up a lot of salary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's bad down here. Shit, it's real bad. Who did I say at 4.7? I guess Mavunga at 4.7. That's it. Again, that's our look at Fanduel and Draftkings. Do you want to go over my prize picks or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I have it up this time.
Actually said Mavunga.
I'm so you don't even know how annoyed I am by that. You don't. You honest to God don't know.
I am saving this podcast forever.
Yeah, fair enough. So my prize picks again. My prize picks. Enter promo code NDO. What you do? You pick 2 to 4 players. You take the over or the under of the fantasy scores shown below. These numbers will change based on how people bet. If you get 4 times right, you win 10 times your money. 2 times right, 5 times. You can do these little hedge bets. There's a lot of fun to be had on my prize picks. Enter promo code NDO. Okay, what do you got for my prize picks?
Probably taking the over for Asia Wilson. That's high, and I still like it. I just think that even if it's not a close game, like I said, Arika drives too much. They love to draw the ball to the lane, and all she needs is 3 blocks, and she gonna get the points and rebounds. So I'm not worried about that. I think I really like that.
Okay, yeah, I'm down with that. I'm going to take the under on Satao Sabali at 29.9. I like taking unders on my prize picks. I think she comes back down to reality. I think it's a tough matchup with McCautry and Asia Wilson tomorrow. And if I'm picking one over, I'll take the over on Arika. I think she goes over. I think Arika breaks out tomorrow. I like Arika a lot tomorrow.
Okay, might have a lot out there.
That's our video. Again, thank you all so much for all your support. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section, be part of our PayPal giveaway. Don't forget to check out Dion's article, player pool breakdowns, and all the great analysts over there at Run Pure Sports. You can follow us on Twitter at DFS Bachelor, at Dion Boykin1. My player pool for MLB, NBA, NHL, etc. will all be down there on Draft Dashboard. That link's in the video description below. All the research tools. I think I covered all that. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a great Sunday. Cheers to a Sunday fun day. I'm going to go grab a couple more beers and do a late night NBA video as well. I think the people deserve it. It's been a long year. So I'm going to do it against my better judgment because I don't know how clear I will be. But we're going to sort that out anyways. Thank you all so much for watching. Anything else you want to add in before we go?
Nah, bro. I think we're good. We can call it a night.
A big thanks to Dion, too, for dropping all his WNBA knowledge. Just keep winning tomorrow. Love you all. Thank you all so much. Goodbye, folks. Peace.